Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank the wonderful Balabatim of Adapt the Kollel. I don't even know if they're still here. Rabbi Birnbaum, right? Rabbi Bernfeld. Is Rabbi Weiss still here?
Yeah.
And Rabbi Weiss for bringing us one of the Gedolei Adar to be mechazik us. We don't take lightly the bracha that he gave us, that we should have a ksiva v'chsima taiva. Again, if anybody wants to give a check, I'm really on very tight schedule. My brother is having a chuppah in 20 minutes, and I'm supposed to be by the chuppah, so I'm really threading the needle, but I should be busy with these things. Again, if anybody wants to leave a check, was motivated to give something extra or to become part of the program, the way to do it is to write it out to the Agudas Yisrael of Staten Island. We have a special account and write Kollel in the memo. Agudas Yisrael. It's because it brings me back, or Shustel brings me back. I was actually in Rav Shustel's prober for the Yeshiva of Staten Island. I remember I asked him a question in the proper. I still remember. It's amazing. He does remember the question. I saw he remembered it. I asked him a complicated cheshbon question. He was a Rebbe.
Really?
Yeah. And I asked him a complicated cheshbon question, and he had a bus trip, so he says, I'm going to think about the question on the bus trip. One time he got stuck in the snow in Staten Island, and he spent Shabbos with us in Staten Island, and it was Shabbos HaGadol, and I offered that he should give the Shabbos HaGadol drasha, and he said, no, I want to hear your drasha. So he sat through the Shabbos HaGadol drasha. This is many, many, many years ago. But anyway, we learn, sponsored by the Fisher family, Nishmas Basi Shuabit Shlomo ben Avraham Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain. We learn Nishmas David ben Chaim, Lefur Shalema, for Yomis Menachos, Yaakov ben Basi Leah, for the schus of Avraham Yom Benish ben Malki Hudis, for Yol Klugman and family, Lefur Shalema, for Avigdor Aye ben Rivka, in the Baschai Sari, Yitzhak ben Tzim ben Dusha, Rivka Bashir Leah, Chana Bashashabina Moshe Meir ben Esther Fadl, Meir ben Chayesar. They should have a Refuah Shalema b'Sek Shachar Yisrael. Of course, when I'm in a rush, we're not going to have short Mishnayos. That wouldn't be a challenge. So, together with the Shtei Alechem ad Shavuos, there was a series of karbonos: parim, rams, lambs, goat. So aparve elam v'akfosim v'asar einon ma'akvin es alechem. If you don't have one of those karbonos, it doesn't stop you from bringing the bread. V'loy halechem ma'akvon. If you don't have the two loaves, the shtei alechem, it doesn't stop you from bringing those karbonos. But halechem ma'akev es hakvosim. If you don't have the bread, you can't bring the two kifsei atzeres. But v'akvosim einon ma'akvin es alechem. This is a very unique opinion. The lambs don't stop you from bringing the bread. You could bring the bread without the lambs. Divrei Rabbi Kiva. Shimon ben Anna says no. Pumfaket. Amar Shimon ben Anna says loiki, not so. El hakvosim ma'akvin es alechem. If you don't have the lambs, you can't bring the bread. But v'alechem, if you don't have the bread, ein ma'akev es hakvosim. What's ben Anna's proof? Shekein motzinu kishayu Yisrael b'midbar. When Klal Yisrael is in the midbar, they didn't have bread. They only had man. Shekein motzinu kishayu Yisrael b'midbar ha'arbaim shana karvu kvasim b'loy lechem. They brought the lambs without the bread. Afkan, even if you don't have the bread, yikru v'kvasim b'loy lechem. Comes along Rabbi Shimon. You know the halacha is that way, but not for your reason. Amar Rabbi Shimon, halacha k'divrei bananas, aval ena tam kivot dvar. It's not because of what he says, because the kifsei atzeres and the lechem was not brought in the midbar. Because shekol amar b'chumash hapikudim, that which is taught to us in Bamidbar, Karav Bamidbar, was offered in the Midbar. But the Kol Omer B'Toras Kahanim, but what was taught in Emor, which includes the Kifsei Atzeres and the Shtei Alechem, Lo Karav Bamidbar, wasn't offered in the Midbar. So it's no raya what you say. Mishabol Aretz, when they came to Eretz Yisrael, Karav Elu Ve'elu, they brought everything. So why do I say that you could bring the kvasim without the lechem, but you can't bring the lechem without the kvasim? You bring the sheep without the bread, because shakvasim matirin asatzman. The kvasim have a matter. They have the zrikas adam, and that's a matter. So even without the bread, you could bring the kvasim. B'loy lechem. But lechem b'loy kvasim, bread without the kvasim, the bread doesn't have a matter. So you don't bring the bread without the kvasim. Hatamidim, says the next Mishnah, Hatamidim eina makvin es hamusafin. Even if you don't have the tamid, you could bring the musaf. V'lei hamusafin makvin es hatamidim. If you don't have the musaf, you could still bring the tamid. V'lei hamusafin makvin zezed. The musafin are a series of animals. If you're missing some, you could bring what you have. What happens if you didn't bring the tamid in the morning? Could you bring a tamid in the afternoon? You could bring it in the afternoon. That's if you didn't bring it because of a einus, or even unwittingly. But if they deliberately didn't bring it in the morning, then those kahanim lo yakrivu ben abayim. Those kahanim can't bring it in the afternoon. Other kahanim can bring it on the afternoon. Lo yaktiru k'taris babayker. If they didn't offer k'taris in the morning, yaktiru beinu abayim. It's offered in the afternoon, and normally they offered half in the morning and half in the afternoon. If you didn't bring it in the morning, you bring the full amount in the afternoon. Reb Shimon v'kula is the kreva beinu abayim. Now there's a Surei Mechzira over here. But the din is that you can't offer on the Mizbeach until the Mizbeach was inaugurated. In order to inaugurate the Mizbeach, you have to offer, we learned that out from a pasuk, you have to offer a keves babayker. So if you didn't offer a keves, it's a new Mizbeach, and you didn't offer a keves in the morning, you can't offer one in the afternoon. She'ein mechanchen es mizbeach hazav el b'ktaris asamim, because we only inaugurate the mizbeach hazav with the ktaris of the afternoon. We learned that out from a pasuk. V'loi mizbach ha'oila el b'tamid shel shachar, with the tamid of the morning. So therefore, if you didn't bring in the morning, it's a new mizbeach, you didn't bring it in the afternoon, because it wasn't inaugurated yet. And we don't inaugurate the shulchan ela belechem apanim b'Shabbos, putting on the 12 loaves and the bazicha levina on Shabbos. You don't inaugurate the menorah ela b'shiva neiraseh bein ha'arbaim, with the 7 lamps, with lighting the 7 lamps in the afternoon. I want to thank those people that troubled themselves to come for Kavod HaTorah early. And I also, again, want to thank the Dapat Akailo for bringing such an honor and blessing to our shul. Again, if somebody wants to participate, you can leave in my computer a check as I dash out of here. As I announced, there's no daf tonight, because tomorrow's daf, Monday, is only a few lines as we finish Seder Nezikin, as we finish Huryas, so we'll learn tonight's daf and what's left of Monday on tomorrow night at 8. And remember, we want newcomers to join us Tuesday night for Zvachim Daf Beis. Please think about it. Please, it's an opportunity that you won't regret, and it's a wonderful thing to do before Rosh Hashanah. Reb Chanani ben Akasha